It's Natasha from Natasha Gym, Global Commerce Marketing, and we're in New Jersey at our event. This is my first time at this company's event, and I'm so grateful and privileged that I have a chance right now to interview a leader whom I followed for almost a year now. And the reason why I followed him, because it's so much to learn. No matter in what projects I see him, he's fast and furious, getting the first leaderboards. He's on top, and you want to be with people and surround yourself with people and model them. So I have a few minutes right now to ask. His name is David Sharpe. Say hi. I'm going to ask a question. His story is unbelievable. It's very empowering. If he can do it, everyone can do it. But David, let me ask you a question.
Please.
Because now I notice it's any marketing project that I see you in, it's really fast and to the top.
Fast and furious. I like that description.
Well, what is that in this case? Because in all network marketers, right now network marketers are going to be, whether traditional network marketers or online marketers going to watch. What is that? Having a big list, having a lot of followers, or it is a skill that you learn?
It's
or something else?
Yeah, no, it's all of that. I mean, I started building my list 7 years ago, and over the last 7 years, I've built it up to 100,000 people, and then we cleared the list and took it from 100 to 50,000 and erased 50,000 people who hadn't opened emails in 6 months. So it's that I've been giving people value for 7 years. It's that I've been telling my story for 7 years. It's that I didn't quit when I ran into challenges or struggles. It's that I figured out how to turn my mess into a message. And that I show up to things like we're at right now. There's a lot of people who have less money than I do who are sitting at home, and so I just keep showing up and I keep putting one foot in front of the other. And I tell you, if you just do stuff, it's like throwing darts at a board with a blindfold. If you throw 100 darts with a blindfold on, you're going to hit one or two of them on the board. And I know that's sort of a simple, that's a simple explanation of my success, but it's because my success is simple. And so I could talk about it for a long time, but yeah, it is because of some of those things that you said.
Well, how traditional network marketers can implement what online marketers do in their businesses, or is it just I know whatever it works, right? But it is, like you said, it was a great presentation today. I have really to say it was the first time I've seen David live, and one of his words said, well, it is 2016, ladies and gentlemen. So what can you bring? Does it help to speed it up, to modernize that traditional network marketing?
Yeah, I mean, one simple idea that I gave this group today, which I could give you right now, is that take the Rolodex on your desk and take the names and the numbers and the email addresses, and then all of the email addresses that you get from people in the future. If you ask them if you want to share your business with somebody, instead of giving them a business card, and do they ever call? No, they don't. Get their business card and ask them if it's okay to send them some information, and go put them on an autoresponder. Put them in a contact manager. Go set up an autoresponder with iContact or Aweber or something like that, and begin to build your list. Even if you're not building, driving traffic or getting traffic, you can't afford to do advertising right now, you can be collecting email addresses from people saying, is it okay for me to add you to my business database and occasionally send you information that might be of interest to you or valuable to you? Who's going to say no to that? And of course, I'll stop sending it anytime if you want to. If they, are like, what are you going to send me? So I've never had anybody say no to that. And if you do that consistently for 10 years, I bet 100 people right now that if you called them and asked them for their email address, they'd give it to you. You put them on your list, you start sending them value, and now all of a sudden you have leverage from software that you can communicate with people, and eventually that 100 will grow to 1,000, and will grow to 10,000, and will grow to 100,000, and you'll have all of these people in this audience, and this you'll have their attention. And I think it's as simple as that. That's one concept that takes you from 1950 to 2016.
Thank you very much, David. Maybe one more question. How important mentorship...
It's going to cost you $100 for one more quote. I thought we only agreed to 2. No, I'm just playing.
Well, you have to be persistent. You have to be at the event
right.
to catch him.
That's right.
A year ago, I didn't even know. I was just so admired. I really watched every step what he did. A mentorship. This is not how important. Did you have a mentor in your life, or would you recommend people to find a mentor? If something is the wheel is spinning, what is the next step?
Yeah, so I did have mentors when I was young, and they were the wrong crowd. And I ended up homeless and on drugs. And that's a great example of having bad mentors. And so I had to figure out how to get some people in my life who were going to show me how to win, how to be successful in my business, in my marriage as a father. And so you can find those people in this industry, and when you find them, get in their back pocket and hold on, because it's be the ride of your life. But you have to stay focused on those people who are going places, because it is so easy to get distracted and caught up in somebody else's problems or agenda. And if you're caught up, it's because you're making yourself available to volunteer for their problems. So you have to set some boundaries with negative people in your life and say, hey, I don't have time today to listen to your problems. I'm sorry, I love you, but I've got a mission, and I've got a vision, and I got to go spend some time on my responsibilities today. I'll call you back later, or you can call me back later, and get focused on some people who are going to help you go places in life.
Thank you. The last and very short question. 2 months left. 2 months left till New Year. I know a lot of people didn't feel what they've planned for. What would be the recommendation, or maybe like a game plan that you would do if you needed really to pull it from the legendary David Sharpe? 2 months action plan.
I mean, if I had a gun to my head and I had to make something happen, I would do exactly what I just said, which was I would go to every single person that I knew with a new approach. I would say, can I get your email address? Can I put you on my business database and send you information and value occasionally that may help you in your life with your health, wealth, or finances or relationships? And I would begin sending value to people every single day. And about every 5 or 6 messages, whether it be a post on Facebook, if you're on social media, or it's an email that you're sending people, I would offer them something to buy, offer them something to join, right? Join a business, buy a product, buy a service. So it's that, 5 or 6 messages of value, 1 promotion, 5 or 6 messages of value, 1 promotion. And I would push with hard deadlines, because you have to create urgency and scarcity for people to join something. So I would create a promotion, and I do this all the time. I do promotional cycles to where, I promote hard for a week or a month, and then I put a deadline on it, because, I say, hey, it's going away. And I would do a huge promotion with lots of energy. And I promise you, with that sort of, that tenacity and that energy put forth towards something, I would create results with or without a success story. Most people are just not willing to do that work.
Thank you very much. I value your time. I know we need to go back. And guys, I just want to give you maybe one more thought of the day. You really need to find those who has what you want, their skills, their knowledge, and just stick around and really not just be a student, but implementing and getting results. And it's really hard to fail if you are around people like David Sharpe and some other leaders. So join our team. We want to see you, and wishing you success, and we will see you in the next video.
See you guys.